Horse racing. Even winners lose. Horse racing is a part of the lives of millions of Americans, whether employing them directly or indirectly. About 840,000 racehorses are active in the United States, according to the American Horse Council. However, the racing industry remains subject to controversy, with issues like illegal drug use, questionable training methods, and the ultimate fate of retired or rejected racehorses. Every year, news stories are brought to light accusing horse trainers of misconduct. Just this year, one of the most notable horse trainers in the industry was subject to an undercover investigation done by the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals for his illegal drug administration to horses and his questionable training methods. During this presentation, I will discuss the accusations brought against trainer Steve Asmussen and how it has influenced my career decision. But first, let's get a background of Steve Asmussen. Steve Asmussen, 48 years old, was born into the horse racing industry. Both of his parents were trainers, and his brother was a jockey before ultimately retiring. Steve Asmussen stepped his foot into the horse racing industry when he was 16 years old as a jockey. Until he ultimately became too large for jockeying, he then decided to become a horse trainer. Since then, Asmussen has established himself in the industry as one of the most successful horse trainers in the history of the United States. In the course of his career, he has had more than 6,700 winning horses and has collected about $216 million in earnings. But Steve Asmussen's successful career has been muddied with controversy in the past. In 2006, he served a 6-month track suspension after a filly he trained tested 750 times over the legal limit for a local anesthetic in a race course in Louisiana. Also, in 2010, he paid a $500 fine for charges of furosemide overdosage in a horse in Oklahoma, according to ESPN.com. But this year, one of the biggest accusations were brought against Asmussen. Just last March, PETA released their 10-minute undercover investigation video, which can be found in the link here, showcasing Steve Asmussen and co-trainer Scott Blassie subjecting their horses to cruel treatments and administering drugs for non-therapeutic purposes at Churchill Downs and Saratoga Racecourse. PETA conducted a 7-month investigation in which they recorded over 7 hours of video and produced a 285-page report. In the video, you can see Scott Blassie and an attending veterinarian administering furosemide, a diuretic medication for horses with exercise-induced pulmonary hemorrhage, and Thirazine, a medication given to horses for thyroid problems. These medications are given to horses whether they qualified for them or not. But why give drugs to horses that don't need it? These two drugs are notorious in the horse racing industry to enhance performance. Because furosemide is a diuretic, it decreases the horse's weight, making them run much faster. Thirazine also speeds up the horse's metabolism, allowing it to utilize the energy from its feed much faster. In this video, Scott Blassie also speaks of allowing one of his jockeys, Ricardo Santana Jr., to use an electronic device to shock his horse during a race. This concealed buzzer is absolutely illegal in horse racing. Finally, in the video, you can see Blassie draining fluid out of the swollen joints of 2 young race horses and then administering pain-blocking medications. These medications also enhance performance but can lead to the injury of a racehorse. With practices like these, it leads horse racing fans to question the industry they support. Racecourses across the country are experiencing declining attendance and declining profits. But despite losing money, racecourses are beginning to offer races with much larger purses to win, to appeal to better trainers and racehorses, which in turn can lead to a higher attendance by the public. However, with these bigger purses, trainers are willing to race substandard horses who are either racing under the influence of more medication or are not properly prepared for the races, leading to more racecourse deaths. This leads me to question if even the winning horses are losing, if they are being subjected to such poor animal husbandry and such questionable training methods. Before the PETA scandal began, I was hoping for a future career training young starting racehorses, but I have now decided to pursue a career in rehabilitating and finding new homes and careers for ex-racehorses. Thank you.